Why are you so tired from playing today? I'm sweating all over, and I need to take a good shower when I get home. Damn, this broken car is out of power again, and it's not enough to charge every day. Hey, what's going on in this parking lot? I don't usually feel so cold. Why is it so gloomy in the forest today? Who is there? Come out quickly.
In February 2024, our family finally moved into a new house, which was definitely the biggest happy event for our family. It was many times better than the old house before, and every part of it felt brand new. Just standing in the living room made me feel much more relaxed. The new house was spacious and bright, but what made me even happier was that my new home was actually in the same neighborhood as my uncle's house. This way, I have more opportunities to meet my cousin, and we can play together anytime, anywhere, and no longer have to worry about not being able to see each other due to distance.
Hey buddy, look what I got for you.
Do somewhere I can go out.
Dong dong, for autumn clothes. Haha, how about it, handsome?
Damn, this is so cool, thanks cousin.
Hi, what's this? Just wear these autumn clothes and keep them small. It's also a waste. It will be cheaper for you. And you will wear them when you play ball in the future to ensure that you will become the prettiest boy on the court.
My cousin is a sophomore in high school this year, and he usually likes to play basketball. Since I moved to a new home, he has often come to my house to play games with me. We usually have a very good relationship. These jerseys look quite new, but I don't know where he got them from. But I didn't think much about it at that time. Just consider wearing new jerseys.
What are you two talking about? So happy?
Tweet. It's okay, little ant. I brought some autumn clothes for my little brother.
You see why you are so polite. This is fresh fruit that has just been cut. Hurry up and eat some fruit.
During that time, I was hooked on an online game and played it in the dark every day. Every night at 8 o'clock, I would turn on the computer on time and play until 8 o'clock the next morning. The whole night was spent fighting in the game. Due to staying up late for a long time, I couldn't help but lie on the table and sleep during class. I kept looking at me like this, so I called my mother to school.
What's the matter with your child? Recently, he always sleeps in class, and his mental state is very poor. If this continues, what kind of school will he go to? I might as well go home and lie in bed to sleep.
Well, this child is not obedient at all. I found that he often plays computer games secretly at night. This is indeed our problem.
Don't let him stay up late playing games. A child's body is not a joke. If it is like this for a long time, it may even lead to sudden death.
Why are you so disobedient? What's so good about staying up late playing games? Do you want to break your body? From today on, you must go to bed on time. If I find out that you stayed up late playing games again, I will not break your dog legs.
Mom, I know I was wrong and I will never dare to do it again.
That night, I didn't dare to play the game again, and I secretly made up my mind that I must get rid of this bad habit this time. So I got into bed early and tried to get myself to fall asleep quickly. But in those days before, staying up late was too crazy, and my work and rest had already been messed up into a pot of porridge. Although I lay down early, I was tossing and turning in bed, and my mind was full of pictures of the game. I barely fell asleep in a daze until it was almost early in the morning, but I felt that I had just closed my eyes for a long time, but suddenly woke up without warning. Hey, why does the room feel cold?
Mom, help! There's a ghost in my room.
What the hell? What are you yelling about at night?
Really, Mom, I'm not lying to you. He's in the closet in my room, and there's a ghost in white. He only has an upper body, which is really scary.
My mother came into my bedroom. He turned on the light and looked through the closet. There was nothing there. Look.
Nothing. Did your child stay up late and have hallucinations? You are not allowed to stay up late in the future, you know?
My mother didn't believe what I said at all, but I really didn't misread the ghost. She was really in my closet. Since that night, I had a high fever, whether it was medicine or injections, but nothing worked. My body became weaker and weaker, and even my consciousness began to blur. My mother realized the seriousness of the matter, so she asked a gentleman who knew this to help.
Sir, please see what to do. The child has a high fever. You must find a way to save my son.
It seems that the child should be entangled in unclean things. Have you bought or received any unfamiliar things recently?
I haven't bought anything recently either. Oh yes, his cousin gave him some jerseys the other day.
Jersey? What kind of jersey?
It's the few pieces in his closet.
It should be on these jerseys.
Is there anything wrong with this jersey?
These jerseys are heavily contaminated with yin qi. Your son was injured by this yin qi, which caused the high fever to persist.
Then what should I do? Sir, you must save my son.
You just said that this jersey was given by his cousin, so the only way now is to return it to its original owner, so that it can be resolved.
You must tell me the truth. Where did these clothes come from?
Ah, you are talking about these autumn clothes. I picked up these autumn clothes in the elevator. I saw that the autumn clothes were quite new, but no one claimed them, so I took them home. Later, I found that I was wearing small clothes, so I gave them to my younger brother.
Do you know? You almost killed him because of these jerseys. He is now wrapped in dirty things, and he has always had a high fever, and his life is almost gone.
How could it become like this? Sigh. It's all my fault. I knew I shouldn't be greedy for that little bargain, and picked up Kiwi.
What's the use of talking about this now? We can only quickly find a way to return the clothes to the original owner, otherwise the matter will not be solved. Comrade, please help me retrieve the surveillance camera to see who left these jerseys in the elevator.
You see, this is the kid who threw these clothes away in the elevator.
I seem to have seen this child before. Which building does he live in?
He should be the owner of Unit 3, Building 12, Unit 602.
Hello, are these jerseys your child's?
It's not all ours. Take it away. Take it away.
But in the surveillance, I saw that your child threw the clothes in the elevator.
Are you sick? I said no. Our children have never worn this kind of clothes.
At that time, my mother was completely confused, and she didn't understand why the family was so panicked when they saw these jerseys. She also noticed that the boy in the room was obviously shaking when he put on the jersey. Then, as if he was frightened, he immediately hid behind his mother, his eyes full of fear, and finally couldn't confirm whether the jerseys were theirs. In desperation, my mother had to ask the gentleman for help again, and the gentleman said that since he couldn't find the owner, he could only burn the clothes. My mother followed the instructions of the gentleman and burned the 4 jerseys to ashes at a crossroads. Strange to say, after the jerseys burned, my fever miraculously subsided, and the terrifying woman in the closet never appeared again. Then I learned a creepy thing from the property staff. Just a few months ago, when the boy was walking home from school and taking the elevator in the underground parking lot, he actually claimed to have seen a female ghost. At that time, his parents were terrified and immediately went to the property to ask for the surveillance video. Strangely, there was nothing abnormal in the surveillance. From that day on, the boy's mental state began to show problems. He became delirious, behaved abnormally, and even tried to jump off a building softly. The scene of that day can be said to have shocked the entire community. Many neighbors also witnessed the situation with their own eyes. In the end, the firefighters arrived in time to save him from the brink of death. After that, the boy's family had to send him to a mental hospital, but no matter how the doctor treated him, his condition never improved. He became crazy, as if he had completely lost his normal consciousness. But what always puzzled me, what was the connection between the boy's experience and those jerseys? I thought it was over.
Come on, everyone be quiet. I have something to announce. We have a new student in our class today. Let's welcome the new student with a warm applause.